Ahoy hoy people, how's it going? Thanks for all your support, by the way, in that first video. Really cool to have you all on board. Like, totally this is just a bit of fun. We'll see how it goes, but really happy to share the experience with you. I'll do my best. It's proven pretty tricky to capture it with the videos and the sound of the wind and and just generally the Scottish weather, you know. It's wreaking havoc, but I have to say I'm having a ball, having a really good time. So I've just put together here like a little stitch. First time ever playing with some video editing software. Give it a bash. Let me know what you think. This takes you through the arrival at O Groats and the first night. Alright guys, first wee note from the road. Just coming up through Dunkeld now. Do Wally. So I just thought I would stop and, you know, water the plants for a second. Not far from Raleigh Cafe. I'd actually planned to stop there, I just took the wrong turn in. I thought I'd take the opportunity to introduce you to the crew. This here is Panda Goat, trusty wee steed, frugal, best car ever made. This is a stallion that's going to see us on our journey. More on that later, but just a quick wee look at the setup. Hanging off the back here on a bike rack from about 10 years ago that I took out the rubbish bin. It was due for the skip in the bike shop. Yes! On the holidays! Right, crack it on. No idea where this goes to. Look, mind you. Looks a bit narrow. Looks a bit mental. Alright, made it to Inverness. Yeah, a way to check out Cromarty or Cromarty and get the wee ferry across, see what that's like. So this is the bustling town of Cromarty, like little harbour town. Magic, it's got a beach. It's got a lovely waterfront. I need to come back, I think. It's stunning. On a bike. Well, I made it. I'm at O Groats. You know, it's like after 8 o'clock at night. Love that East Coast road, never done it before, loads to see. The road was actually pretty good fun, and I've been just so focused on that and getting here that as I pulled in and came over the top, there was this really sort of foreboding landscape ahead of these islands with like vertical cliffs. It's amazing. It was amazing to look at coming down, and suddenly I got like anxious and nervous about arriving. And you know, this is the start of it. So I've now got 40 miles to do tonight on the bike. We'll see how that goes. Just look at this sky, man. Alright, so I'm all set up, finally. Got myself parked up, got my change of gear on, all set, got the all-important buff here, the old mask, the midgie protection, the pillowcase, you know, the extra bit of warmth. It isn't the warmest, the temperature has dropped a little bit, but God, look at this place. Bike's there, fully loaded, bananas the lot, ready to roll. She's looking amazing. What a steed. There it is. So this is it, man. 273 miles from Edinburgh as the crow flies. Definitely further than that to drive, I'll tell you. I'll tell you that for free. Land's End. Squeezed that one in there. 874 miles as the crow flies. Now, that's my destination for this leg. It's kind of a bit much to think about, to be honest. So tonight I'm just going to get going, to be honest. I need to hit the road. It's nearly 9 o'clock, but it's 40 miles tonight.
amazing. Big skies, I just can't put my finger on it, but something's just different. Maybe it's just in me. I'm so excited to be on this holiday, especially just like that coiled spring getting released from lockdown. Fucking boom! Yes! Right, I'm going to focus on pedalling for a bit. See you in a bit. How could I pedal by this without stopping? You know, it's amazing. This is Dunnet Bay. Dunnet Bay over there. That big lump behind me, that's Dunnet Point. It might be the most northern point, I'm just going to say that. Cape Wrath, argue it out. And back there is a cracking spot for a camper, by the way, but that's Dunnet. So, been there, done it, way!
Aye, so that was day one. Ended up not stopping until just around about 12 o'clock at night, and I wasn't up for doing much filming at that point. So yeah, thanks again to everybody for tuning in, and let me know what you think of the video editing software. I've never done that kind of thing before. If you've got any tips, please do put them forward, because this is a bit of a faff trying to stitch it all together like that, but it's worth it. It's worth it. It's nice to put the memories there. In terms of like the journey itself, well, that was day one. Took me 40 miles out to a place called Armadale. The concept is to cycle as this first leg down to Land's End, and I'm wanting to do that on a route I've named the Celtic end to end, which involves coming down through Scotland, through the Cairngorms, over Scotland's highest pass, past Glen Shee and the Lecht ski centres, then heading westwards. The original plan was to go down to the Mull of Kintyre and get the ferry over to Ireland from there, a wee passenger ferry. COVID's put a stop to that, so the plan got revised down to Stranraer. I'll jump across on the big ferry at Cairnryan, and then I think it's called Loch Nee in Ireland. I'm going to go down the west coast of that, and take in Ireland's highest pass, Sally's Pass, that's what I think it's called, and then get the ferry across from Dublin to Wales boyo, and go and enjoy myself there. There's an old Sustrans route called Lon Las Cymru. I don't know if it's still even in existence, but I did it before with my mate Brian years ago, and it was cracking. So going to do that again. This time I'm going to take in the debatable world's steepest climb. That's something to look forward to. And then there's a road, I think it's called the Holy Pass, and that's Wales's highest road pass. Down from there to Bristol, I'll stop off. I think that's the first time that I won't be camping. I'll be stopping at my mate Mark's, getting him queued up for a couple of days beforehand, to then meet him in Land's End, where I get some nice chill time down by the beach. Phase 2 of the holiday is exactly that, just chilling out. Won't be much recording going on there, probably playing about in the surf and just hanging out at the beach. And then it's on to the final phase of the holiday, which is following the route of some madman's invention. I love it, absolutely love it, totally on board. The idea of cycling from Land's End to John O Groats, and trying to do as much of it as possible off-road. It's what's called a gravel ride, so there's a mix of on-road, off-road, mainly non-technical off-road. We'll see about that. But yeah, so that's how I'll come back. I mean, you've got to get the car somehow, so that's the plan, folks, just so that you've got the heads up. In terms of my days, day one was to Armadale. Day two is supposed to be 120 miles to take me just south of Inverness, and then day three takes me through the Cairngorm over those high passes towards Pitlochry. Aye, so day 4 then sees me head down through Aberfoyle from Loch Tay, and then down towards Loch Lomond, getting a free ferry across, a wee tourist ferry. It's running apparently, fantastic. Up and over to Gairloch at Helensburgh, and then down towards Coolport. That's where I camped that night, and then it's down to get that ferry for day 5 over to Gourock. And from there I cycled down mainly NCN on that west coast down towards Stranraer. I'll camp that night just north of Stranraer to allow me to get the ferry in the morning of day 6 to head to Ireland. Anybody want to come to Ireland with me? It would be bloody magic, or any of those other days you fancy it. Even if it's just popping out, riding with me for a section, it'd be great to see you. And yeah, any questions and things that you want to know about, I've noticed there's a few. I'll try and get them in the next video. Things like, why am I doing this? Like if you've got any kit questions, happy to answer those and all. But aye, keep in touch, and I'll look forward to putting together the next video.